YouTube? Pixar Prime 10 here with another Transformers Prime review. And this time we're looking at the Transformers Prime RiD Soundwave. And this is nothing new to you guys for two reasons. One, because, well, RiD figures are very old now, kind of. And, well, it seems that the only things I review are Transformers Prime figures. But that's going to change on Friday. You just wait. So, as you can see, today I'm reviewing the RiD Soundwave, one of my favorite RiD figures. I think it's a very great figure. It looks great. It's a very nice representation of Soundwave from Transformers Prime. As you can see, well, it's a little off-center, but this is Soundwave in his drone mode from Transformers Prime. For those of you who don't know, this is like a military drone. It's remote controlled. There's no pilots inside. It flies around. Takes pictures in places where soldiers would die, and if this gets shot down, it's okay because they don't lose a shoulder. They don't lose a soldier. I have to apologize. My voice sounds a little scratchy today because I'm kind of sick. As you can see, not a painted cockpit because there's no cockpit on these things. There's purple detail. No Decepticon logos here, but repro labels can fix that. Nice thruster in the back. On the bottom, you can kind of see some robot kibble, feet, arms. But I really kind of like this. It's very sleek, and I know some people, just to be a little kind of show accurate, they like to make very long wings by folding out his arms, and I would like the look of that if his hands weren't there. But, you know, this does look like a very nice jet. It's just that that part is off-center, and I can't get this part to be down inside there, but I don't think that's actually accurate. I think that this part being sticking up is actually pretty show accurate. So, this is a very nice figure. Nothing else I can say really about his jet mode. And you notice there's something pegged in underneath here. And I can just take this, and I can just take this out. And actually, one thing I forgot to mention is here in the front, he's got a fold-out landing gear. So that's kind of cool. Nothing in the back, but you got these little pegs here, so that's fine. But here you can see in the back we have Laserbeak, and he doesn't really have an alt mode, but to get him into his normal mode, flip these up. And when I first got this, it was under my impression that this was the front, but in fact, this is the front. And this peg actually makes it look more show accurate, because it does have this big, he has this big long thing here in the front. And, you know, it looks like Laserbeak from the show, not 100% accurate, but it's really nice. I mean, these things move back and forth, they move up and down, so it's really cool. This is Laserbeak. I mean, of course, what Soundwave isn't going to come with a Laserbeak? And to peg him back on, you just peg it on right there, and of course this will become Soundwave's chest, which is very cool. Now, to get that to be his chest, we have to transform Soundwave. So what you want to do is just unpeg these, and kind of, well, oh, that's kind of cool. Take these, well, I mean, I just cut my fingernails, so unpeg those, come around to the front, take this, peg that up to the side, pull this back, well, not all the way, take this foot, fold that down, do the same on the other side, and ladies and gentlemen, here we have the feet of the RiD Soundwave completed. Now what you want to do is take these sections, take that, rotate that down, kind of unpeg that from the side so it's all like that. Take his arms and fold them out. Do the same on the other side, because you know everything is symmetrical in the land of the Transformers. Take this, and then this just comes up and pegs into the gap. Not really peg, but it does lock in quite nicely. And as you can see, poor old Soundwave here has no head. It's just a thruster. So what you need to do is pull that down. Well, pull it all the way down, and his head flips forward. Fold that in. That back. And, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Autobots, Decepticons alike, here we have Soundwave in his robot mode. And, I gotta say, it's a very nice looking figure. I really do love the way this guy looks. It's just that he is lacking in some paint applications. As you can see, he has no Decepticon logos on his shoulders. And everything that I'm going to say here, repro labels pretty much fixes. He's got none of that purple detailing throughout his chest. and his face is just a black screen. It is very shiny, which is nice. And yeah, it's black in the show, but I would have preferred maybe to have that little dot right there, which is, it's there, it's silver. But before Labas, again, does make some very nice faces, or like screens for him. Sorry. As you can see, he's got his long fingers, and he's got holes in his hands. For his articulation, his head goes up and down, and it kind of droops, but Laserbeak holds that up, and it's on a ball joint. So, nice range of motion. These here swivel. They go in and out, and then they're on a ball joint at the elbow. They swivel at the elbow, bend at the elbow, so some really nice articulation just at the elbow. They even have a little joint right here for the transformation. His waist swivels, and then this kind of like goes forward and back. There's a cut there, and then there's a ball joint. 2 articulated joints at the knee, and on the foot, that, and the heel moves. So, some really nice articulation. You can get some really good poses with him. I mean, Soundwave doesn't do too many dramatic poses in the show. Now, obviously, he has no weapons. His weapon would be the one, the only, the squawking spy bird that everyone loves, Laserbeak. Now, to get Laserbeak off, all you have to do is just take him and pull it off. And that does leave a gap there, but that is show accurate to what happens when Laserbeak comes off. And you can just transform Laserbeak, and you can take him and have Soundwave hold him. So that's really kind of cool. I do like Laserbeak in this. I think it makes the toy that much more awesome. And, you know, his legs, they're kind of like weird looking, but, you know, it's show accurate. Everything about this toy is just so fantastic. I really do love it. A lot of the RiD figures, some of them are good, some of them are great, some of them are okay. This one I really think is one of those ones that's great. Him, Ratchet, and Wheeljack, or the Wheeljack mold, are my 3 favorite figures from the RiD line. So, I want to do a quick little size comparison. Can't get him to stand. So, here's Soundwave. And now here's my favorite character from Transformers Prime Knockout. So, that's not bad. Here he is with the Viacon. And because I don't have first edition, here's the RiD Starscream. But as you can see, this is a terrible size scale. Finally, here he is with Lord Megatron. And they're a little bit... it's not bad. That's a pretty nice size scale. So, Soundwave scales pretty nicely with all of the other Prime figures, whether them be first edition, I mean, those were all RiD figures, but I'm pretty sure he would scale well with some first editions. He he does have a scanner. He does scale very nicely with the first edition Starscream, so I wish I had that to show you, but I unfortunately do not. But, very, very nice looking figure. The leg kibble on the back here, yeah, it's pretty bad. No, I shouldn't even say that. It's not even all that bad. It's the skinny, really flat-armed Soundwave that I love. And, you know, he doesn't talk in the show, which kind of makes his character better, but kind of cool. But apparently the reason he doesn't talk is because he's taking a vow of silence. Why? I don't know. That's just what some people have heard. I don't know where they found that out, but and if it's true, that's kind of cool. This is Soundwave. And one thing that I find cool about this figure is if you take this and rotate this back in, it looks like that weapon that he had, that Knockout borrowed. It's like a icon relic. It like has the sound waves that come out of it, and I know he actually holds that. He doesn't transform his hand into it, but that kind of looks like it, and I think that's really kind of cool. So, before we transform him back into his drone mode, here he is in a very cool looking pose. So, I think we're gonna go ahead and transform him back to his vehicle mode. What you want to do first is come here to the back and take this, rotate this thruster out, take his head and just bring it back. And sometimes it springs back out. You just gotta kind of lightly push it in until it locks in there. Really? Oh, well, no. Okay, well, it's gotta, this can't be all the way down like this. It's gotta be kind of up. There we go. Oh, God. Fold that up. Fold these in, and then it kind of adjusts up, and then there's that little hole right there. There's a peg in here. Pegs in. Rotate this in. And then bring this down. And kind of leave it. Same on the other side. Bring it down. Fold. Peg. And then come to his legs. Fold up his feet. Oh, jeez. Bring this down, and then kind of get the legs aligned, and there's a whole bunch of series of pegs that you need to get pegged together. And sometimes it doesn't really stay pegged together all that well, but whoa, that wasn't supposed to happen. Get everything kind of pegged together nicely. Take this, rotate this, and this kind of locks into position like that. Same on this side, like that. And then you would take this, and this just pegs into the side of his thigh. And really, I mean, laser big swings back, and make sure everything is pegged nice and tight, and it looks all good. And here we have Soundwave back in his spy drone mode. So, this is a very nice figure. Obviously, it's besides Beast Hunters and the Cyberverse, it really is the only Soundwave figure we have from Transformers Prime. So, it's really not a yes or no question. You absolutely need to pick this guy up. Now, like I've said a million times, I keep seeing RiD figures disappearing off the shelves on toy stores like Toys R Us. There are still some left. You might have some chances of finding him. They're not all that great, but you might find him. So go try the stores first, and if they don't have him, go on to online stores like Big Bad Toy Store, Amazon, whatever, and you'll find this guy for a decent price. So, alright guys, thank you for watching this review by me, Pixar Prime 10, and have a great day.